One of the things I love the most about St. Patrick's Day is the cabbage. I absolutely love cabbage. But one of the things I really don't like about the St. Patrick's Day cabbage is I usually boil it for lack of a better option. So this St. Patrick's Day, I swore I'm not boiling my cabbage. I'm finding a new way, and boy, did I find an amazing method for cooking cabbage. I roasted it in the oven, and I will never eat cabbage it isn't roasted in the oven ever again. And I'm going to make that recipe today. I'm going to show you how to do it. It is so easy. You're going to be running to the store to get cabbage and make this as soon as you can. So this recipe is so straightforward and easy. It involves some olive oil, some dried thyme, cabbage, and garlic. It really, that simple. So I have the olive oil and the thyme in here. And for the garlic, I do not want pieces of garlic, even minced garlic. So what I do is I take a couple cloves, I get a microplane, and I grate the garlic. Now I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't want to come off the microplane really easily, so I gotta get a spoon in here, but it's worth it to get that garlic flavor, but not the garlic pieces. And I usually use a couple cloves, depends how big they are. If you like a lot of garlic, go ahead and use more. It's just gonna make it even more delicious. So I'm gonna mix the garlic in with my oil and thyme, and we are good to go. And I'm gonna set it aside, and then we're going to cut up the cabbage. I've got two about 1.5 pound heads of cabbage. I don't know if I'm going to use it all. We're going to see. We're going to cut these into steaks, like discs, and you can cut them into wedges if you want. I kind of like the discs. It's pretty interesting. So I'm going to cut the end off about 3/4 to an inch. There's one, and onto the sheet pan it goes. 2. Now you're not going to want to use a very large cabbage because then you're going to have discs this big. Now if you had a large cabbage, all you could get, I would cut that into wedges rather than discs. And you're going to, you want your disc to be a consistent size because it's going to cook evenly. If it's not, it's really not going to cook very evenly. You're going to have some cabbage that is not ready to leave the oven before others are. So I have 4. I could probably get one more out of here, but it's going to be pretty small. So I'm going to go to my second cabbage. Take the end off. I took a little bit more than I wanted there. And then going to get myself a couple more discs. Okay. So now that I have my discs on the pan, I'm going to grab the oil mixture. I'm going to mix it up again so it's nice and well distributed. And I'm going to put a little bit on each. I start off by putting about a teaspoon on each disc, and then I'll go back through and add more. I just want to make sure I do not run out. I don't think I'm going to, but I always like to be careful. Okay, so I have about a teaspoon on each. I'm going to go back and add a little bit more, and I'm mixing it through here, kind of spreading it around. And it's okay if your cabbage wants to unroll a little bit. It's going to do that in the cooking process just slightly anyways, so don't worry about it. More here, a little more there. And I'll spread that around. Now we must salt and pepper. Okay, pepper. Okay, now I feel that I want these to be a little bit more oiled, so now I'm just taking straight up olive oil, putting a little bit more on here. Okay, it's that easy. We're ready to go into the oven. So we're going to go in a 425-degree oven for 15 minutes, and then we're going to pull it out, flip them, and another 15, and then we'll be done. It's been 15 minutes. Let's get these guys flipped. Oh, listen to that sizzle. Oh my goodness. They are looking amazing. Okay, so I've got them here. Very hot. Okay, we're going to flip. Oh my goodness, look at that. Okay, don't worry if some of your outer edges don't flip well. And if you do have that problem, I have 2. And that's okay, we're going to take this apart when we eat anyways. Okay, that guy was good. Oh, these are going to be so good. We're going back in the oven for 15 minutes and then they'll be done. Okay, they're ready. I'm getting them out of the oven. Oh, Oh my goodness, look at these. They look so wonderful. I was gonna leave them on the pan, but I think I really need to get them off this pan because they're cooking, so hang on. I've got them on a platter and I have one over here for me because I gotta eat it. I'm gonna put a little bit of parsley, a little bit of chive. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to garnish if you don't want. I also wanted to mention that I use thyme, dried thyme with the olive oil. You can use marjoram, you can use tarragon, you can use whatever you want. Whatever herb you want, you can do herbs de Provence. I really like the thyme. Marjoram would be a good choice too. So I'm gonna eat this. I'm just gonna grab this and, oh my God, this is so, so good. What's amazing about roasting about roasting cabbage in the oven is it brings out the sweetness that I always knew was in cabbage, but really never tasted. It's got a beautiful sweetness to it. I got to take another bite. Absolutely delicious. I can taste the thyme, the garlic. So good. You could hit this with some lemon juice. That would add a brightness to it. You could also add some crumbled bacon. That would take it to the next level. I think I'm going to do that next time. There you have it, easy roasted cabbage that you're just going to love. I'm making these once a week and I'm eating it as a snack. I can't wait. Thank you so much for watching. A link to the full recipe will be down below in the description, or you can go to gfexplorers.com. You can find this recipe and a whole bunch more. And if you haven't, please like on this video and subscribe to our channel. And until next time, happy eating.
Let's try that and see how it works.
Okay.
You're right. Okay, that's going in the bloopers.
Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So there you have it, easy roasted cauliflower.